What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 66 of our Madden 23 Philadelphia Eagles franchise mode. Take a look at the playoffs right now. The Vikings, Panthers, Buccaneers, Seahawks, Washington Commanders are all in, as well as Green Bay and Philadelphia. Philadelphia in the hunt for that one seed. But going into this league, big play Slay. He's coming in there. He's trying to rally the group going into this week's game. There's no need to do that much out there, guys. We know what it takes to beat them. Complete the series sweep, beat the Cowboys. Plain and simple. It's just the Cowboys, and nothing too crazy there. Their players will have a bunch of boosts, though, which is going to suck and be very unfortunate. But it's the Cowboys. We know how to beat the Cowboys. They're a downhill team from there. We can already naturally stop Zeke. Dak Prescott, stop him. The game is done. Game's over with. Offensively, we're going to target their corners again. Eli Ricks, going after him. I think he had, two? I think they had, just as a team, collectively, 2 picks last game against Philadelphia. But this time, I think we got this. We definitely got this one going on right now. But Philadelphia coming into this game. We're going to have some injuries right there. Frank Gore Jr. is going to have a PCL sprain. He's going to be done for the game. A.J. Brown's going to have a hip pointer, so he will not be able to participate against the Cowboys. So we're relying on, some depth wide receivers right there. L.J. Johnson and Bijan Robinson will be the only 2 running backs we have active this week. So, that's fine in that front right there. Not too worried about those guys, but offensively, I think we just fine missing a couple players. Jarrett Patterson, he's going to get a boost right there. Up to that 96 power, plus the 3 team boost is 99 overall. Cam Beef Jurgens, upgrade that power, make him a scheme fit right there. 81, he's 86 with the boosts. Kelvin Banks, he's an 83 right now with all the boosts going for him. 84 with the 81 power upgrade. You like to see that one for Kelvin. Zay Flowers, he's going to be filling in as wide receiver 3 in today's game. So there you go, 79 overall, not too shabby. Then we have Garrett Hayes, backup right guard. He's sitting behind the Beef Jurgens himself, so not a bad guy at all. Very decent 75 overall right guard. But Nick Sirianni coming into this game, taking a look at Richardson before the game even starts. 34 yards, 31 touchdowns, 16 picks on the year. So overall, he's having himself a respectable season. Probably want to say that maybe those interceptions are a little high, and to be honest here, they probably are. You don't want a 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio. That just doesn't really work out too well. Doesn't always scream for a great passing offense when for every 2 touchdowns you throw a pick. That's just my opinion though. But Richardson, he's heading the Eagles out onto the field to a round of applause. Like I said, this team is in hunt of that first seed. Philadelphia, so far in this series, hasn't really had to go through the wild. At least had to go through the wild card in year number 1. But they've been a team that's not really had to face off in the wild card. They've had a lot of first-round byes during this series. So hopefully, they can find a way, or the Green Bay Packers can slip up. And something like that's going to happen, hopefully, to give Philadelphia that first-round bye that they've been accustomed to these past couple of seasons. But Richardson and the Eagles, they're ready to go. Jake Elliott setting up the ball for the opening kickoff. Special teams unit is lining up and ready to go. So this game will be underway as Dak Prescott takes the field. So taking a look at the long-time Cowboys starter Dak Prescott. 3,200 yards, 21 touchdowns, 12 picks on the season. That is a less than 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio. That's like a 1.5 touchdown interception ratio. Not great. Not great at all. But, he did lose CD. First and 10, Prescott. He's going to drop back, jump throw. That's an interception right there. Flag on the play. And Kaiser Wentz can be taken down at the 19-yard line. Flag on the play is going to go against the defense, though. They're going to say it's roughing the passer. They're going to say roughing the passer. All right, whatever. Zeke on the play now. He's going to bounce off a couple Eagles. And he's got himself a first down right there. So the refs, bailing out the Cowboys right now. They're at the 46-yard line now. 2nd and 10 from Philadelphia's 44. The Cowboys trying to not advance here, but there you go. Sack this time by Reddick and Breezy. No flag on this play. 3rd and 22 now. They're back on their side of the field. Prescott hit as he's throwing, and that's going to be 0 for 2 on the passing game. Defense makes way for the offense, and out comes Richardson. We saw his stats before the game even started, but here's a refresher. 3,400 yards, 31 touchdowns, 16 picks. So one touchdown shy of a 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio. So we could definitely get that this game, hopefully. Fingers crossed. 2nd and 9 now. That's going to be a big sack right there for the Cowboys. Micah Parsons on Calvin Banks. That's going to be a tough matchup the entire game. 3rd and 12 now for Philadelphia. Come on. Richardson, clean pocket. That one broken up. 3rd and inches now for the Cowboys at the Eagles 47. Underneath throw. And that's going to be the first down at the 41-yard line. So Philadelphia's defense tasked with short field coverage. They're at Philadelphia's 25. Jump throw. That one not played correctly by Trayvon, and that's a touchdown for Michael Gallup. Trayvon looked like he played for the pick, and Gallup just jumped it and ends up in the end zone for a touchdown. 7-0 Cowboys lead, and Richardson gets sacked again by Parsons. Micah Parsons having himself a field day. 2 sacks on the day. Play action. Richardson trying to roll out, and again sacked, this time by DeMarcus Lawrence. That's his 3rd sack in this first quarter. After the punt, 2nd and inches now for the Cowboys. Check down, wide open throw, because of course, why not? 1st and 10 now, here we go. Philadelphia's pass rush gets to Prescott, sack, fumble. That ball gets kicked down the field, picked up by Hassan, and Reddick's at the 30. He's at the 20, the 10, the 5, and he showboats into the end zone for a sack, fumble for the touchdown. 2nd and 10 now for the Cowboys following the sack, fumble. That was going to be another play to Gallup, who just kind of sneaks in the window, makes the reception. 3rd and 6 now, here we go. Pass rush, going to get to Prescott. There you go. Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat get involved on that one, and that's a sack. So after the punt, 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. Richardson's able to get the pass off, just barely avoiding the sack from Micah Parsons from behind. 2nd and 6 now, here we go. Philadelphia hits CeeDee Lamb in stride, and Lamb takes it all the way down to the Cowboys' 33-yard line. So big first down play right there. Now 2nd and 10 from that 33-yard line. Philadelphia, he's going to get Goddard. There you go. And Richardson hits Dallas Goedert in stride. He bounces off a couple tackles. 1st and 10 following the Goddard play. Wide open is CD in the middle of the field, and that's a touchdown. Philadelphia takes the lead in this one thanks to the CeeDee Lamb touchdown. 14-7 is the score now. Philadelphia looking to apply pressure going into this final 2 minutes. But Michael Gallup says otherwise, and he gets himself another big reception on the day. So Gallup, he's been tricky. 4th and inches right now for the Cowboys from the 41-yard line. It's a big field goal opportunity. That kick is up, and that kick will be wide right. No good. So Philadelphia regains possession after the field goal. Richardson clean pocket. He's going to air it out to CD. And CeeDee Lamb's going to keep it inbounds down at the 23-yard line. Now, minute 12 left here. Parsons. No, that's going to be Lawrence this time, actually. Lawrence with the sack. 3rd and 18, Philadelphia. Richardson rolling out to the left, throwing. That one caught by Goddard. And Goddard's down at the 7-yard line. So after a touchdown there, quick play to Goddard. That's going to be a 21-7 Philadelphia lead. Pedal to the metal, not letting up at all against the Dallas Cowboys. Now here we go. We have L.J. Johnson taking the opening kickoff back for the second quarter. L.J. kicks to the outside. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, and an opening drive kickoff return for L.J. Johnson. Opens up the second half of the game. 28-7 is the score now. 1st and 10, Prescott feeling the pressure, has to roll out of the pocket, but he gets it to his tight end right there, and he's going to be down at the 48. 3rd and 6 now, here we go. Philadelphia's defense getting stonewalled right now, and Dak Prescott overthrown a wide open receiver. after the punt. 2nd and 8 now. Handoff to Bijan Robinson. And Bijan, he is a man on a mission. 5 carries, 25 yards on the day so far. It was a very pass-happy first half of the game. So handing off to Bijan in the second half, he's just going to eat. He's going to get big play after big play. 9 carries, 48 yards rushing so far for the Eagles running back Bijan Robinson. 1st and 10 now. That's another handoff to Bijan. Bijan, 15-plus yard pickup right there down at the 4, and this third quarter's just melted away. Philadelphia, 2nd and goal now. Start of the 4th, Bijan in the X Factor. Just does not go down, bounces off tackle after tackle, and he's into the end zone with the score, making it 35-7. 1st and 10, Prescott. No pressure, clean pocket. He's going to get his receiver in stride. 2nd and 10 now for the Cowboys offense. Prescott, there you go. There's the pressure, and there's the sack. Hassan Reddick gets that one right there. Just spin moves him down. 3rd and 19 now for this Cowboys offense. Brian Breezy's working on that interior half. That one just, come on, what is happening there? CJ gets mossed. Tries to go for the pick, doesn't get it. 2nd and 3 now, Cowboys. That's going to be picked off. Big play, Slay says, yeah, you're done here. And he gets the interception. That one, first pick of the game for Dak Prescott. That's what you like to see for the Philly defense. You kind of wish to get a little bit more. 3rd and 5, Bijan gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not something that happens to him often, but forcing a punt right there. You got 4:20 left here in the game. And the Cowboys making some plays, find a wide open receiver in the middle of the field. He gets a couple extra yards after the catch. Now 1st and 10, 3:40 left here in this one. Prescott dropping back, pressure, and Prescott's going to get sacked. Breezy going for the knees on that one. 3rd and 10 from the 40. Philadelphia's defense, bend don't break, force the punt, the game's over. That one's picked off. Trayvon Diggs picks off his former starting QB. And Diggs taken down at the 24-yard line. That's where the refs are going to mark him down at. But back-to-back drives with a pick right there for Philly. That one's going to seal the game, and Mike McCarthy gets swept by Nick Sirianni and the Philadelphia Eagles. 35-7 is the final score right there. Philadelphia, with that win, definitely helps their hunt for the first seed. You know, Philadelphia, that's the one thing they want by the end of the season. They want that first-round bye. So Philadelphia getting a win right here definitely helps this team. As taking a look here, there you go. Philadelphia getting off the field to a thunderous applause. You know, L.J. Johnson. But taking a look here, 158, 2 touchdowns from Anthony Richardson, 79 yards from Bijan with a touchdown, 100 yards receiving from CD, 52 from Goddard. Now, there's a couple sacks allowed, 3 from Calvin Banks, 1 from Malata. Tackles were led by Kaiser White with 7, 3 tackles from loss. And then Hassan Reddick led the team with 2 picks. 2 total 2 picks in the day, 1 from Darius Slay, 1 from Hassan. LJ had the kick return, punt return, only 7 yards. So not much happening on special teams and defensively. But Brian Breezy, after today's game, he gets himself an upgrade. 97 overall with the +4 modifiers to team play and morale. And then CD Lamb, after having a 100-yard game against his former team, there you go. He gets an upgrade. He's a 97 overall with the +4. So we're going to throw that into Playmaker, make him a scheme fit. That actually brings him down. That just brought him down to a 96. Okay. So that brings him down. Darius Slay after the game pulls the coach aside and says, "Hey, coach, we did it. I told you all we had to do was just stay true to our game and play the best football Philadelphia can play. And we'd beat the Dallas Cowboys because guess what? They're just the Dallas Cowboys. Plain and simple. No way around it. It is what it is." But there you go. Legion of Broom. Philadelphia sweeps the Dallas Cowboys. A +15 morale boost for all the players on this Philly team. So Hassan Reddick, after last week's game, gets Defensive Player of the Week for the NFC. 3 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 fumble recovery, and 1 touchdown. So Hassan Reddick definitely had a busy game. But coming into Week 15 for the Philadelphia Eagles, they are taking on none other than Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's say the Chiefs were 6-7. The Chiefs with a losing record right now. Who would have thought they would ever see the day where the Chiefs in the sim have a losing record? I'm assuming because unlike in real life, you can't manipulate the cap. So when you have a really big contract, say like a Patrick Mahomes contract, it doesn't. You can't say, well, this is fake money. This is gonna go towards this money. We're gonna take 20 million out of this and put 20 million into signing bonus or this, that, and the other. It just doesn't quite work that way in this game. So it's strange, very strange on how the game kind of works when it comes to contracts. You can't front load them, can't back load them, and it really kind of hurts the overall immersion factor of a game like this. Like, you want to take a look at other games like MLB The Show, where they implemented a couple years ago the ability to front load and back load contracts. And the guys, not to plug my other series in this, but if you watch my Phillies franchise, we've done a lot of backloading contracts. That's kind of got us into some trouble in some of these episodes. But Grant Calcaterra, there you go, 75 overall. He's now with the +1 to possession right there. He's got all that morale boost right there, +2 to morale. But Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles here at the Link. It is a not great looking game now, but 3,500 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 16 picks on the season. Taking a look at Patrick Mahomes. Good old Patty Mahomes right now coming into this game. His defense looking kind of sus at best. Not too worried about that defense. I mean, Nick Bolton, he's a good young linebacker that the Chiefs have right there. As long as they've kept him. I don't know, sometimes these teams make random cuts. They don't re-sign players that they should have re-signed. I don't know. But we're going into this one. Richardson leading out the Eagles on this rainy day in Philly. The Philadelphia Eagles are ready to get set. 38 sacks on the season, 20 total picks, holding the average passer to 55 yards, 55% completion. So not the worst, not the best. Clearly just based a lot of it on, the checkdowns. 34 touchdowns, 4,000 yards, a 70% pass completion for the Kansas City Chiefs. Nick Sirianni, a former QB coach in the Kansas City Chiefs before Andy Reid took over and let him go, which led to Nick Sirianni ending up in the Colts organization before coming to Philadelphia as their new head coach. But back there in the end zone is the Chiefs returner, and this game is underway. The Chiefs making their way down the field. No points for the Chiefs on their opening drive. Philadelphia scores first, makes it 7-0. 14 now, 14-7. The Chiefs get their first points. Quick score by the Chiefs in retaliation. It's 14-14 now, 21-14. 21-21, the Chiefs answer back to Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, the Chiefs kind of just stalemating on defense. Seems like the first one, that's 24 after the field goal. 24-21, Chiefs lead. Philadelphia trying their best to make their way back into this one, and there you go. Big touchdown play, 28-24. The Chiefs burn their timeouts, and Andy Reid cannot overcome Nick Sirianni here at home. You hate to see that one for Big Red right there. But Andy Reid, one of the best head coaches of all time, plain and simple. One of, if not, one of the greatest head coaches of all time to ever coach in the NFL. But he drops this one to his former team. Spent way too long in Philadelphia. Like a relationship that you just kind of question why it doesn't end. That's kind of how Andy Reid ended his time here in Philadelphia. He never won the big one, which definitely hurt his legacy a bit. But Richardson in this game, 354 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Bijan only 58 yards on the ground. Not the greatest Bijan game. Devontae Smith ran wild with 155 and a touchdown. 57 from Bijan, 54 from A.J. Brown. CeeDee Lamb only 25 yards. 1 sack allowed, 4 sacks allowed. That's unfortunate. 13 tackles led the team by C.J. G.J. 2 tackles for loss from Brian Breezy. Only 2 sacks in the game. No interceptions from Mahomes. Elliott missed a field goal right there, which definitely could have bit us in the butt. 3 punts from Gillikin. Punt return, kick return and punt returns were a moot point in this one. But wrapping up this game right here, Philadelphia got to get some boost here to some of their players after an overall good game. This Eagles team, they played hard against a very good Kansas City Chiefs team. And nonetheless, win, lose. This team deserves kind of what they have going for them right now. But a big 2-game win streak here in this episode definitely helps Philadelphia's hunt for that first seed. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, comment down below. Until next time, YouTube, though, peace out, rock on, stay